Yo, we dive into the tales from tapestry trenches, where every story unfolds and every word clenches. Life lessons, stitching threads of fabric, no pretenses. Real life inspirations, breaking down defenses. Every word a heartbeat, feel the rhythm awaken. From urban myths and facts, ain't nothing forsaken. Voices echo wisdom, experiences overtaken. The tapestry trenches tells, legends are remaking. Listen and feel the vibe, let the story seep. In my tapestry, dreams and truths to keep. Dive in deep, tales of life on repeat.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Tapestry Trenches Tales podcast. I'm your host Givens Chanzu. It's been a while, hope mko fiti. And remember, this is the channel where we talk about impactful stories that bring change to the society. And of course, today I have a very special guest. We want to get her story and her general view on matters specifically gender equity and equality. I'll let her introduce herself. Karibu sana.
I am the special guest, guys. My
Karibu.
name is Celestine Ndinda. I am a content creator. Asante sana Givens.
Karibu.
I am a content creator. I am a entrepreneur. I am a mom. I am a influencer, if you may call me. Yes, and I'm looking forward to this interview.
Karibu sana. So tuseme we ni full package. You come with everything.
Sitasema full package. Kuna zile zenye maybe yeah, but I carry so much, so yeah. Yes.
So maybe just to start us off, tell us about your journey. Imekuwa agenda ukafika like ukakuwa wakavinye. You have Celeste Reflection, you have the By the Way podcast. How has your journey been since you started?
By the way, when you ask me about my journey, ndo nakaanga na think, wait, it has been a journey, like it has been a roller coaster.
Trenches.
Like, yeah, tapest, what? And trenches,
Trenches tales, yeah.
Yeah, so yes, so my journey began back in I think I can say 2014 after nipatane na Njugush, of course. Yeah, so it isn't something I wanted to like do. Ama I thought of doing. Sikuwa nishaifikiria kuwa content creator until unaambianga when you hang out with people, they might form your behavior ama form your decisions ama whatever you're going to be doing. They shape who you are. Nilijipata because of being with him ama shooting him akifanya content nini. I found myself also being a content creator because I was in that space
By virtue of association.
Yes, because I was always there. Akitaka kufanya hii, I'm there. Akitaka kufanya hii, I'm there. But long story short, tukafanya videos up until I think 2020 ndo niliamua sasa I want to do. Before then I was doing some products influencing online, but 2020 is when I began doing Celestes Reflection. Just when I have a voice. I can say one or two things. I have things that I can share with my audience. I have an audience already. The numbers were big. Nikaona, it's time nikuwe na podcast yangu, Celestes Reflection. So there I do basically everything about motherhood, about women, about mental health, like things that we can learn together. Because given say ati si vile tukijua hizi vitu.
Yeah.
So the more napata information from people, the more I feel the need to share out there with my audience. So yeah, Celestes Reflection ikakam 2020. Now it's been 5 years later, on and off. Hii mwaka tumekuwa consistent. We are trying online or on Instagram. Nimekuwa tu put out content with my kids. We at home, motherhood, everything, work. So I can say it's been such a good, full of emotions, because initially I was just a girl. So sikuwa naongelea motherhood. So initially I was just a cast kusupport tu. Njugush akifanya hivi najibu.
Exactly.
Yeah, but until I became a mom, nika feel hii motherhood ni kitu sikujua before. So I need to learn with my people. So when I'm learning, let us learn with my community. So that's why I share most of motherhood stuff. Mostly. If I maybe ask where I feel I have more impact, and where I feel I do the best is on motherhood. Yeah, Celeste. Yeah, because motherhood hatujuangi. So if I can help one or two people out there,
wajue getting into.
Wasijipate kama mimi wamekuwa tu mom. Yeah.
And throughout your journey, maybe aspects gani za gender equity na equality will you feel like as a lady in this industry, maybe people have to improve on, specifically from your journey, maybe vile you got into the space, how was the reception from your community, kulikuwa na maybe online trolling, considering wewe ulikuja time yenye after Njugush, like he's already in the space. How did you feel about rising up to where you are right now?
So trolling, let me say I'm lucky kiasi. Trolling sikuzipata sana. Of course, the few trollings I've had ni zile za after getting a baby weight, you know, kidogo, not mingi. So asante si ati muanze. But then I think the different like challenges zenye nasema mimi niko nazo, yes, simuonangi nazo, because at the end of the day I would like to portray my real life pale nje na iko, but kuna vitu
Ficha
unaficha
kidogo.
ficha,
So inabidi
unaficha.
protect the public image, your family from the public image.
As much as hiyo family inajulikana iko huko nje, there are things I try and protect. So the one challenge naweza sema, like mimi naweza sema imeni affect ni, you see, when you get pregnant as a woman, kwanza unatake your break.
Yeah.
Yeye Njugush tangu anze content hata kuna break ashaichukua. So you see, for him, I'm just saying the things that are there. For him, he's been Njugush all through and through and through and through. Wewe by the time you're taking a break off, jobs na kuondokea, tuanze.
Adverts zinapotea.
Cause uko maternity leave, nakumbuka yetu si pay slip, yetu ni per gig, ni ka contract. So if you've gone for a break, then we are not working with you. So pia jobs zinakuwa limited. Tuseme kama nilikuwa naenda events za usiku, sahii niko na mtoi, so siwezi enda event. So nimebaki na brands zenye zinaniallow kuwork nazo, una get. Kuna job inakami na kutaka uende place huwezi enda juu ya. So those are the challenges I personally I have faced. Unapata tu luckily you have help, but unapata that your life pauses for a while, which is not something you would love. You know, like for how many? For a few months, 3. Unajua sio unarudi mapema juu hakuna payslip. So you only take a pause 3-4 months.
Mtoto akue
Then ukirudi ndio hiyo uko na baby fat, trolls zikam juu pia they are not understanding watu wengine huku nje. Kuna wenye wata understand na kuna wenye wanashinda ulikuwa wapi unakula unakaa hivi, you know. Then kuna ile ya sicknesses za ukiwa na ball, so you might not show up as the Celestine you were before. So kuna client afikiria mbona uko na madharau, mbona uko hivi.
Hawataelewa it's you
they
being
won't understand. Yeah, like now, this is just part of being a woman.
Now the baby has come, like you are in a family, considering you guys are in the same creative space. Like, does it bring issues when it comes to parenting? Like, maybe I'm supposed to do more, you're supposed to do less when it comes to maybe spending time with the kids, taking the kids to school. How do you split these family roles? Like, mimi na wewe, tuseme for example, even not in the creative space, for example, a doctor marries a doctor. How do you guys maintain that balance here, family?
I think the biggest thing is you guys learning to understand each other and communicate venye iko. Because if you're a doctor and I'm a doctor, you understand how the pressure works. And you understand how much I'm needed at work for me to be productive. So you need to understand kama Sunday niko job, this is the mom working on a Sunday, I'm working night shift. You as the dad, understand her, usimu expect akue home usiku Sunday na ako job. So I feel like it all boils down to understanding, whether you're nurses, whether you're in the creative industry with me and the team. Inaweza kuwa niko na event ya usiku, itabidi understand abaki na watoi. So it's about understanding your partner. This is not even a career thing. If utani understand nikiwa daktari, pia nikiwa creator hauta understand. So it's just about you two discussing with your partner. So tomorrow I'm working, are you going to be around? On Sunday I'm traveling, I'm going for work. So it's about personalities, see about career or what. If you won't understand me kama hata sina job, hata nikipata job utani understand.
Bado kutakuwa na that gap.
Exactly, because I'm expected to perform a certain role at work. I'm expected to produce content online. The same way kama sasa inasema mtu anasema usiproduce content ya watoto wako, but you see online I'm a mother. Anaweza niambia usiwahi post watoto. So you need to be understanding, like if I'm a mom and the only way people resonate with me is when I share moments with my baby, they understand I'm a mother. Ni kama hata hiyo na watoto wako hata unajua hata itakuwa like hatukuresonate na wewe Celestine.
Kama ile video ulifanya na Judy, you brought your kid on set. so maybe mwingine anaweza kataa aseme hapana, asiende asiappear on camera.
Actually I went with him to work because of 1 2 3 things. I think my nanny was going somewhere, the dad was going somewhere, na since I was shooting something yenye nimezoea unamweka tu pale kwa kona na alitulia tu up until akitaka hizo short calls and what not, anakumbuka kona mom. So yeah.
And kuna wewe growing up, kuna zile norms labda ulikuwa unasikia as a woman you have to do this, as a man you have to do this. How do you feel like maybe over time wewe vile umeona tu kivyako zimechange hizo norms hadi kwenye uko, na what are you passing to your kids and the future generations? Ndio isikuwe tu kama for example in Masai land unapata tu Wamasai wanaambiwa as a man kazi yako ni kuchunga ng'ombe, ukiamka asubuhi nini, as a lady wewe ikifika maybe 15 you are ready to get married. Ama just in many communities, wewe what specific norms zenye umeona zikichange over time?
So the first one is growing up kuna hizi jobs zilikuwa zinafanya. So mimi personally nimefanya media tech. So I'm behind the camera, like handling these cables, doing some editing stuff, like kukimbizana na news kwa barabara. Unaona, sasa hiyo ndo kazi nimedu. But then growing up hiyo inatikiwa nika man, what do you call them, women in men's fields, hizo like wamezieka nika men jobs. But you see right now hata unapata dem ni mech, unapata anaingia chini ya lori anatengeneza, ama dem anaendesha tractor, you know. As much as growing up we thought kuna jobs za madem na kuna jobs za maboy. One of the things that mimi najua hizo ni vitu like kwangu ni kazi imeisha. Right now I'm sure what a man can do a woman can do better.
Kabisa.
Umeona hiyo story ya women in tech? We just need to be given the platform ama the space to try. Ukijaribu kidogo unapata by the way kuna mademu wako poa kabisa. As much as challenges za wanawake ziko, as I've mentioned, utapotea online, uende uka give birth, urudi upate vitu zilisonga, you know. Wako like ulienda wapi, you know. So kuna ka pressure ka keep up. But I'm sure if you're given the space, if you are given the opportunity, women can do all these things. Growing up, nilikuwa naambiwa na mamangu, mama anajifichianga tu vitu. Na hiyo ni ukweli, jifichie tu vitu. Like, unakumbuka kwa nyumba kuna kitu alafu mzazi anasema sasa tutafanya, madhe anatoa chini ya mattress akiba.
Like anajua kuweka
like
vitu.
those banks, hizo banks za kuweka vitu. So hizo ni vitu bado ziko. Like women are expected kukuwa na akiba umejiekea mahali.
So
we
like
always come through
the family bank.
Yes.
Yani aneka kila kitu yenye
unajuanga hata mzee akisema madhe akikwambia nitakusort, madhe atakusort. So kuna hizo zenye ziko bado. My mom taught me kwa finances jiwekeange kakitu, jifichiange kakitu. We are not saying we are hiding from our husbands. We're just saying emergency. Juu unajua mtoto akigeukia mam na mama ageukie dad aseme hana, inabakisa ni mam na mtoto. So yeah, but I feel like we are in a better space in terms of career wise, hizo za gender. Na feel we are invading spaces where kitambo women hawangekuwa allowed. Like hata hii kupata tuko job leo mchana, ningekuwa huko home na watoto.
Exactly.
If we were to stay kama back in the day, after nipata watu hii online ningequit niende nikae home, you know. But I feel like now we are moving to a better place.
What about generally the creative space right now? Is it providing women that space to shine? Like hata tuseme for example hizi awards unasikia kuna awards za women wana compete against men.
I feel like women have taken it upon themselves. Whether you give us this space, whether you don't, we want these spaces. The reason why we are here together, the reason why we have Celeste, the reason why we have this podcast Triple T, ni juu we want to have that space in those rooms where kitambo we are being told we cannot have them. Unaona? So even now unapata kuna women in film awards events wanaeka hizo za purely women.
Like there is an award you won.
Yeah, ni women in film awards. So like women are owning these spaces. Because kitambo tumeambiwa kaa tulia, tumerealize it is not like that. Yeah.
And unaweza pata like in the process you said you advocate for mental health. Maybe what can you tell people out there, especially the women, sana sana kwa creative industry yetu wenye wanataka kupush themselves to that limit na wanakuwa trolled na wanakuwa na like depression, wanakuwa like mentally down. How do they handle it?
Okay, Aki, my advice might sound, because maybe I come from a point of privilege, sijapata hizo trolls, siezi understand Kenya wana feel, but mi naeza waambia tu, I think maybe seek therapy, seek advice, because it's tough. Kwa troll si rahisi Givens. Hatujui. Sijui kama hatuja experience bado. So yeah, so maybe my advice might feel you don't know what you're talking about, but I can tell them just seek therapy ama seek advice from our mental health experts, like mse anaweza kusaidia. Also try and detach a bit from social media world. Unajua ni dunia ingine na kuna hii dunia ingine,
kuna expectations wanakuwa wamekea mtu at a
kuna
higher
hiyo
level.
expectation mpaka wanaweza kuuliza kwa nini leo uko na jeans chafu na mi lazima nivae jeans mara 4 ama unaona. So kuna social media world na kuna the real life world, so detach kiasi. If you feel like it's taking a toll on you, take a break. Zima hiyo simu, hata zima wiki moja. Utapata walishtukia, kwani ajibu comments, kwani areply, kwani alifanya, kwani siku hizi like take a break, have a sit down with yourself, wewe mwenyewe kama Celestine. Like what they're telling me, is it true? Am I the person they are trying to tell me I am? Because if they tell me, if someone comes out of nowhere pale kwa comment anaambia wewe mtoto wako hata unaangalia kwanza wewe ni nani? Hata mtoto wangu haumjui. Hata
you're not like even linked together
you
in
don't
any
even
way.
know me outside this app. If the apps were to crash today na tuambiwa kuna social media, hatutaipatana, hatujuani. So I think we also need to sit with ourselves to analyze we mwenyewe. Don't listen too much to the trolls. Don't listen too much to what they're telling you. You know, kuna kaukweli labda, lakini mingi hata
it doesn't have to define you, like
exactly.
keep down.
You don't know me. So sit down with yourself, analyze yourself, seek help where you can. But if it can help, take a time off. Like toka tu kwa hizo mtandao kio. Zima tu kiasi. Take a breather. Tembea, fanya activities zingine. Because I feel like the more you consume it, the more inakusumbua. So that's why I'm saying take a break. Hata shika series za wapi Korea? Zinakuanga 60 episodes. Shika moja ya 60. Yani kwama hapo uingie dunia ingine ya movie, udetach kidogo from
social
because when
media.
you feel when you keep on consuming, you feel the need to answer, the need to address, ama the need to adjust to what they're telling you
To do.
So if they're telling you hiyo top si poa, next time hautaiva, utaanza kufeel si poa, na wewe ulikuwa unafeel ikiwa poa
fiti.
because umeiconsume. So I think hivyo ninazosema.
So as we wind up, kuna ile gap, kuna zile lines like tuna like mtu hataki kukua like tuseme huyu ako rich ama huyu ako poor, but they exist, the lines between the rich and the poor. So as a person, how do you feel like matters gender equity and equality ziko defined when it comes to specifically, let's say, a lady who was born and raised in a poor background and one that was raised in a at least well-off background? Kuna
A not well off and a well off.
Yeah, like how do you feel about it? Maybe uko mashinani kuna those communities zenye hawajui anything kuhusu equality, but kuna wale wenye maybe they were raised in that space. Na hawa watu wawili wakikutana, how do they relate? How do they feel?
Wow. That's a tough one. Okay, wacha kwanza nijiweke kwa huyo msee kwanza. So personally, I think sitasema mi nimetoka kwa place si well off, but nile ya I think most of us tumegrow hapo. Basic needs were there. Shule ulienda, ililipwa school fees. Ni venye hakukuwa na unapaka mkate ati unapaka ya red, unapaka blue band, unapaka peanut, una toast, sausage sijui kila morning hazikuwa, but the bare minimum was there. So I don't know. I think when you get a chance to be informed, hata kama umetoka wapi, there's a way to translate, itakuchange you as a person. Hata kama umetoka wapi, hata kama umetoka unapata msee yako kwa easy well off, na bado understand, like bado hata maybe ako hizi challenges more than we think. Unafikiria mwenye ako kwa this not too well, ufikirie ndo ako na challenges, upate ndo ako poa kabisa. So I think let it not limit you where you're coming from. Si tulikuwa tunacheza kwa mtaa, unacheza na boys blada nini, msee anachukua kakachuma anatengeneza tu vitu, unaona tu talent from as young as so isikulimit
in any way.
in any way.
So like tusiache hizo cultural penye tumetoka in cultural norms zidetermine future yetu.
They should not. They should not. Kwanza the fact, I think, okay, najua it has to be at the back of your head that I'm from this and this and this, but ukaweza move past it, not always saying you know where I come from, you know where I come from, ladies are
Tusitumie
term
kama
to
kisingizio
exactly, you know where I come from, ladies are term to immediately you know that's not supposed to determine you should block it ama just stop. Isikuwe ni kama always here, you know where I come from, ladies are, you know what, immediately you know that ladies are capable ama women are capable to doing anything that you think of, then stop saying about where you come from. Stop revising every time. Unapata opportunity na sahi umejua, si kama sahi tunajua, we know we can get into spaces, rooms that women are not there, rooms that kitambo hata ungeingia, sahi ushajua unaweza ingia. Why keep on saying you know where I come from? Nika ukiingia unajishuku, unaogopa, nika bado unaamini Kenya walikuambia women are not supposed to be. But the moment you know that whatever they were telling you back in the day does not apply right now, then
just step up.
Ukipata hiyo opportunity kimbia nayo sana sana sana. We've seen sahi unapata watu kwa bunge, unapata watu wanafanya vitu kwa like kumbe madem tuko by the way tuko poa sana hata kuliko maboy saa zingine. Ni venye hatukupewa hiyo chance
kitambo.
Ni venye hatukupewa hiyo chance. So sahi don't let that fear overcome you over ikufiche. Because you get unapata dem ametoka huko akiingia kwa meeting room, yeye ndo akona pointers, yeye ndo akona ideas zile moto anapitishia umse mwingine aziseme
juu
anaogopa umse akizisema inakani umse anajua kumbe ni nani ni wao ulitoa hizo ideas because of fear. So I think we should not let where we've come from, whether well off, poor, rich, whatever,
it does not define us.
Exactly.
And your parting shot when it comes to the future generation, juu wote tunakuangalia, hata mimi ni hiyo future generation, like I'm looking up to you as a content creator, as a mom who has managed to be in this creative space yenye iko so competitive, and I'll insist the fact that pia Njugush, your spouse, ako in the same space. What is your advice to us future generations and future kids?
I think my advice to you Givens, if at all watataka kusikia your advice, my advice to you Givens is there is so much, like kwa hii space yetu creative space, there is so much you can do. And the future is so bright. Unajua si tukianza tulikuwa Trizex, si tukianza sasa hivi mnatuona tulikuwa Trizex, hatukuwa na wasi wa kutujudge. Tulianza tu, there was nothing, it was new, so hata unatujudge as pa kuna marking scheme. Hawezi sema ungefanya kama nani hayuko ni nani ndo ako tu sahi. Like we were the first, there was nothing, we were just trying out. And from where I sit right now, mtu kaa wewe sa mwenye kuna marking scheme na kuna hata watu wanajitolea kufunzana, like the way you attended the cohort 1, ukalearn if we were to start with you, like tungeanza na mtu wa kutufunza. Hizo mistakes tumemake mistakes mingi. Hizo tumekuwa tukimake hatungemake. If there was someone to tell us this is how you do it, ukishika kamera ama ukipost ama uposti saa, sisi tulikuwa tunatry na kata unachana na unatry na kata unachana unatry na nyinyi mmeoneshwa. So I feel like for you upcoming ones, there is so much opportunity in this creative space. So much, like hey sitaki niseme nirudi nyuma, but ningekuwa sahi ndo naanza. There is, as long as unajituma, there is a lot. Shida ni kama ujitumi. You see like you know you're shooting. Sahi kuna msibado anataka kwa content creator. Na ako tu amechill tu. Amechill tu. Actually leo ametulia tu kwa bed ana scroll akitaka kujua atafanya content gani. But inatakanga tu ukiamka unajituma, unajisukuma, unafanya. So for me, to you Givens, the future is super bright for you guys. Especially you that now you know Sele amesema venye aligive birth alikaa kando kwanza hivi akapitwa na vitu. So you know mi sikujua nikipata ball kuna brand taniachilia.
But is it really fair, like jumepata ball sasa
kuna campaign huwezi fanya if I was pushing wine and I'm pregnant, automatically I can't push it anymore. Unaona si ati wanakuachilia juu baya, ni juu watu andamani, hata utashika wine yetu vitu tukansoliwe. Mjamzito anakunywa aje wine? Unaona, if I was pushing, let's say night parties and I'm pregnant, hutaki kuona mama ako na mimba usiku akifanya night parties. Automatically hiyo unaachilia
Dressing code pia itachoma.
dressing code, exactly. So
Ama zile
unaona
land property like you have to go to far places pia wana consider, si ndio?
hata una travel nje, unafaa utravel uende uko na ball. Unaona, alafu also there's how it affect your productivity somehow, not 100%, but you know the Celestine say something in your body na kusumpua tu. So hata si tunakupatia grace, hata labda tuna extend grace, tunakwambia tulia, but mimi mkiniambia nitulie, mimi naumia mfuko.
Exactly. Pia kiroho kama you're doing it pia for the passion.
Exactly. I'm like, I can do it. We're like, no, just rest. You look tired. I'm like, no, I can push. So you see, we didn't know such things. Sasa ukisikia mtu akwambia yeye alipotea for 2 years kwanza aende ale, 2 years is a long time kama hujakuwa online. Unakujanga unapata vitu,
Watu
creative
wamekusahau.
space, vitu zimetokea, watu wamekusahau, and then you've come back as a new person. You're a mom, so you want to shift from if I was doing dance TikToks, now I want to shift to maybe motherhood. Unaona? So hizi vitu hatukujua, tulikuwa tuna learn the hard way, but I feel like there are so many opportunities. Hata hiyo time uko break tu ukiwa maternity leave, you can start doing content at home, pump milk. Like that's how huge it is. Unaanza kujipata unapata saa client wa breast pumps, client wa diapers, client wa nguo za watu hii. So seasons tu again unajipata si ati ni kubaya 100%, kuna mazuri zake. Yeah, so the future givens
It's bright.
inafanya hivi, inachoma macho.
Thank you. Simesikia the future is bright huko
Very
nje from
bright.
our own Celestine Ndinda.
Yes.
So me, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to the show. It has been a pleasure having you, and we've learned a lot.
Thank
Basically,
you.
I've learned so much on motherhood in the creative space, and also finding a partner who is understanding in
Yes.
in whatever
Hata kama
field.
atakuwa daktari, as long as that partner is understanding. It's the same way mse wa kabu, mama wa kabu siku. See, the husband must be understanding.
Yeah.
I was working. Yeah, so
Yes.
but thank you so much, Givens. Also,
you too.
if I may say, well done.
Thank you.
Well done on what you're doing. Well done. You're doing so
Asante.
good. Seeing you ati kushinda tu alafu ukatulia.
Ukatulia.
Unasonga nayo sahi. Where it's still hot, you strike it then. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
So remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Givens Chanzo, and also to Jitume. And each and every person has a story, and yours is worth telling. We'll find you and tell it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Again, voices echo wisdom, experiences overtaken. The tapestry trenches tells, legends are remaking. Listen and feel the vibe, let the story seep. In my tapestry, dreams and truths to keep. Dive in deep, tales of life on repeat.